out, okay? All right, guys. So I'm excited. We're going to go ahead and I actually want to start with this quote. So we just had an amazing diamond and up call. So once you guys hit the rank of diamond and above, we have a special call before this that we get on, and Destiny just hosted for us and it was so awesome. But that's my little pun for the fact that this is the last month for you guys to earn bonuses, okay? Ruby, $500 bonus. Emerald, $1,000 bonus. Diamond, $5,000 bonus. There's a double, triple presidential ambassador. There's a re-rank diamond, double, triple presidential ambassador. Okay. And here's what I want you guys to know is that we are not even halfway through this month. And I need, if you have counted yourself out, to literally just stop thinking and start doing. Okay. Start taking those action steps. And that's going to kind of be what we first segue into. But so oftentimes we count ourselves out. And there's a book that I'm reading, and I suggest it to all of you guys. I've talked about it a little bit, and the leaders are actually reading it. But once I actually started reading it, I was like, wow, this actually could be for me, for anyone. Okay. It's called Level Up. And he talks in the first chapter kind of about fear and how if something is, if you have a reaction to a fear that is intellectual, you're actually going to feel the same amount of like physical pain as if you were falling or if you were getting in actual physical pain, right? Because a lot of us are, you know, we all come from cavemen, right? So our thing is, hey, if you go out there, something's going to eat me, a bear is going to kill me, whatever it is, right? And we took that with us, but now it's more intellectual. So we have these fears like, man, if I send out this message, or man, if I claim diamond and I don't hit it, what's going to happen? Are people going to judge me? Man, if I send out this voice message, what if I sound dumb and the person on the other side says no? And we have these fears, and we actually end up having the same physical reaction to these fears as we would if we were getting physically hurt. But what he talks about is when you have those mental fears or blocks or things that are stopping you from actually taking action, because that's literally what it is. If you knew on the 30th of this month that you would be paid as diamond, if you worked every single day, 110%, zero doubt about it, how would you work? How would you feel when you work? Would you work out of fear? No, right? Would you be scared to send the message? No, okay? Because you would already know and you would already understand. And what he talks about is that our fear, when it's intellectual, we have to stop and we have to say, okay, is this real? Is this going to put me in physical harm? No. Okay. Then I have to turn it into good. How can I turn that bad fear into good fear? So he talks about like one of his greatest fears is going to the end of his life and saying like, man, who could I have been? What could I have accomplished? And looking back and saying like, what could I have done? And realizing that he didn't reach his full potential. So instead of that fear paralyzing him and stopping him from doing things, he says, I turned that into my fuel. I turned my fear into my fuel, because oftentimes we can't actually get rid of those fears, right? So maybe you grew up poor. You grew up poor, so when you make money, you spend it right away. You don't know how to handle money. You're scared of making it. People said that rich people are bad, rich people are greedy, rich people are this. So subconsciously you always just try and get rid of your money every single time that you make a dime, right? Or you're not building your business properly because subconsciously you're like, man, if I make money, like I'm going to be a bad person, okay? And those are those fears. But what he says is that if you just simply take a moment to write down your fears and really get them down and think about them and how can you turn them into good fears. Are you afraid that you're going to fail at this business? It's not rhetorical. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to put it in. But like, you guys, there's times where I'm like, what if I just suck for the rest of my life at this business? Like, what if I never sign another distributor in my life? And I have to tell myself, like, that fear is literally of the future. It's not real. I'm literally making it up in my head. And so I can either jump onto that fear and make it to be true. And this is what he says. When you jump into that fear, you know what you're doing? You are going to make it real because you are buying into that fear so fully that you are actually going to live it in the future. So you have to turn that fear into your fuel. So I say, absolutely not. I'm going to go get that damn DT because you know what? I'm not going to be a one-hit wonder. And I said that the first time I went ambassador. You know what? I had fears. Could I possibly do this again? And then I saw someone else do it again. And I was like, okay, baby, like let's go. You guys, most people on here, your goal, tons of people on here have hit it. They have walked in the ways and they are showing you the way. So that was totally not in my notes at all, but I was listening to the book today and I was like taking notes and I was like, wow, it was just so powerful to me because I just want you guys to know it doesn't matter how much money you make, what rank you are, how many DTs you sign, you're always going to have fears. It's inevitable. It is our human, like it is what our human body does to react. It's just how it is. Okay. So you're always going to have fears. I'm going to tell you, doesn't matter when I've made $75,000 a month or when I made my first $500 paycheck, you're going to have fears. Okay. There's going to be times, but what you have to do is you have to turn that into fuel. And I remember Eliana saying on a Zoom a few times ago that she's like, I turned my fear of being so broke and having so many credit cards and having so much debt. And I said, no more. That's my fuel. I'm done. I'm done being broke. Okay. So let's talk about what it takes to actually do it. So there's another book that I have listened to, and everybody always asks me, and I know they probably ask you too, how do you manage your time? How do you manage your time? How do you manage your business time? How do you manage your life? How do you manage kids in sports, for kids, this, that, whatever? Because I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Just because I have time freedom and financial freedom does not mean that I have more time than you necessarily. I have other things in my life and I have more responsibility as a leader of a bigger team. Like that's just the facts, okay? And so what I want you guys to understand is you cannot actually manage time. Time cannot be managed. All right? Time cannot be managed. You can't change around time. You can't move it around. You can't give yourself more hours of the day, less hours. Like you can't do it, okay? But what you can do is you can manage your tasks, okay? And so what I want you guys to know is that it's not always going to be easy to manage your tasks, but this is a very, very, very simple tip that I want you guys to know and understand. And this is something that Aaron and I started doing. He literally makes his on a list on the computer before bed. I just do mine in my phone, in my notes. It's like too dark, but I just made let's see. I always delete it once it's done. But anyway, so I just have like right here, I have like things I want to accomplish today. Okay. And on it, it says sign to distributors. I have them in order. What is my priority? I wrote this list last night. What is my priority? I have plan team training I didn't put through, follow up with my newbies. I have sign to distributors, go through the kids' clothes, recognition, post, follow up with my newbies, plan team training. Emma had something, and then scriptures, okay? And so I haven't done the top enrollers for last week, so recognition is not done yet, okay? So like we just simply, I don't know where we heard it or maybe it was even in Jamaica. I don't remember, okay? I never remember. Everything's all rolled into one. But this is something very simple. The night before, you guys, write down your top priorities to do the following day. Okay, now right here in the bottom, this is things that I want to get done, but they are not a priority. Okay, because here's what I've understood. You have a bucket. Okay, you have a bucket and you have all these cups, and the cups are house clean, kids' activities, work, business, marriage, spiritual. You have all these buckets, okay? And unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, all of those cups full, if you tried to dump all those in there, it's going to overflow. You can't do everything every single day, okay? So what I do is I have my top priorities, okay? And then down here, that is things I just want to accomplish. And I have them on a separate section because they're not a priority. But if I don't put them down, I'm thinking about them constantly, right? Like at the bottom of here, it's like Friendsgiving plan. So we're doing a Friendsgiving at the end of this week, and I wanted to make sure that like I have the food plan for this, for that. But is that a priority today? No, I just need to make sure that I get it done by Saturday. I have go through the boys' clothes. Okay, is that a priority today? It's not a priority today. Okay, you know what's a priority today? Sign 2 distributors. What's on the bottom of here? Outfits. We decided to take the kids to Cancun next month and surprise them. And I have outfits for kids for Cancun. Okay. Because here's the thing, all of this stuff, oh my gosh, did you know what? That stuff is so much more fun. I'm not going to lie. It's so much more fun. I would love to scroll and shop. That sounds amazing. It also sounds amazing to buy us a guest bed for Michaela, who's staying at our house. Like, I would love to do those things. I have gifts on here. Like, that sounds like so much more fun. I'm not going to lie, okay? But here's the thing. It's on the second list for a reason. Because if I put it on the first list, I'm going to do all those things and I'm going to feel like I'm winning. And then at the end of the week, I'm going to have no distributors, no customers, and I'm going to feel like garbage with my business. And here's my priority list, okay? Scripture is first thing in the morning, like that's priority. We do things with the kids. Okay, so that's priority. And then my family, and then my business. Everything else comes next. Because here's what I want you guys to know. Wealthy people, people who want to grow beyond just their 9-to-5 means, they understand that if they work hard enough in their business, they can make enough to pay people to do the things that they don't want to do. Okay? For example, we have a weekly house cleaner. For example, we get our meals prepped every single week, okay? So I understood that going through my kids' clothes is not a priority. I need to sign those 2 distributors first. That's my number 1 priority. Because then, guess what? One day I'm going to have someone that does do my laundry every single week or day or how often I need to. Okay? Does that make sense? So for me, that is how I manage my time. Because life is going to get away from you. There's going to be things on this list. I'm not going to get through the kids' clothes. Our neighbors are having a Friendsgiving right now. My family is still over there. I came back to do team training and then I'm going to go back after. Okay. Why? Because my business is a priority. That's it. Period. End of story. Why are we in this house? My business. Why am I doing a Friendsgiving? My business. Why do we even have those neighbors as friends? My business. Okay. So keep the main thing the main thing. So if I suggest anything to you guys, it's simply to plan your day the night before. Make a simple list. Make it a priority. Okay. So all right. Let me find my other list. I love lists. I like phone lists, okay? Because I'm not carrying around a notebook with me all day, but that's just me. All right, let's talk about, and all of you guys, we have our 11 a.m. calls every single day, Monday through Friday on this code, okay? Just so you know. Mondays and Fridays are a power hour work session. What do? You get on, you get to work. We teach you how to work, okay? If you can't get on, they're all posted in the recording section of the team page in the pinned post, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I know, and people will be like, I can't do this business. I can't get on all the Zooms. Nobody told you that you had to get on all the Zooms. This is for you to learn, but you don't actually make money by being on here, but you learn how to make money, okay? So I want you guys to understand that part. And then, all right, so my whole point with that was that the tasks that you need to do every single day is you need to do host to post, you need to do content, and you need to do follow-ups. That's what you do to make money. So For me, I know how to sign distributors. So that's why I just simply put 2 DTs on there. I'm like, girl, you got to focus on what you want. Okay. So let's talk about self-promotion. Okay. So this is something that I will be so honest. I am not actually that good at. Oftentimes, if you see me self-promoting, I'm stealing someone else's post and inserting my story into it, which is a great way to learn, FYI. So what do I mean by self-promotion? Have you ever looked at someone who shouted themselves out, their team out, and you're like, wow, that's amazing. And then you're like, wait, I have that. And you're like, why didn't I say that? Okay, so this is something that this is going to attract people into your business and with your products. Okay, so on your social medias, you guys, you need to be self-promoting. You need to be sharing your wins, your team's wins, and your sidelines wins. If you don't have anybody, you steal my posts. You steal my stories, my shout outs. So an example of a self-promotion, let's just say for, I don't know, Morgan. She might say, you know what? My team brought in $1,500 in sales last month. Like, that's freaking amazing. And that could be your BV. You could say, my volume went up 200% last month or this month. You could say, my team grew, my team doubled, right? So let's just say you have 5 distributors on your team and now you have 10. My team doubled in 1 month. People are going to look at you and be like, what is she doing? You need to make people curious about what you're doing and don't give them everything in one spot. You need to make people go, I want what she has. I want to do what she's doing. She's on fire. I'm going to join with her. Whatever she's doing, I want to do it because she's going to show me the way. Even if you're brand new, you can self-promote. You can self-promote by saying like, you know what? This month, I'm going to be earning a massive bonus in my company and I've only been in for 30 days. You know what? That's your Ruby $500 bonus. Okay? That's a massive bonus for a lot of people. That is a car payment. Okay? So you have to start to learn how to do that. And what I suggest, the best way that I learn, you guys, is I'm not that like, I don't know how to make stuff up. But what I will do is I will start to like write stuff down. So write stuff down like what are the good things happening in your business right now or in your team's business or your upline's business. You could say, this is what you guys should be saying. I'm on the number 3 income earner team, whatever. Okay? It doesn't matter. You are on, that is us. Like you saying that is going to make people feel so excited that they get to be taught by the number 3 income earner in the entire global company. Use me, use Destiny, use Liza, use your leader, use your leader's accomplishments. Because the fact is that that's what we all did. And this is network marketing. Okay. You know how network marketing used to be built? You'd have a party and your leader would come and your leader would do the presentation and your leader would talk about your leader's accomplishments, and then all their friends of the newbie would say, oh my gosh, let's do it. And then all of a sudden the newbie is not a newbie anymore. The newbie is becoming a leader. Okay, so you have to start to do that, but in a social media way. Okay, so does that make sense? Do we have any questions about that? Like I said, I want to make sure you guys ask questions or discuss that. But I'm just going to be honest, if you are not signing distributors, your business will only get so far. Okay. If you're only signing customers, you will halt. Okay. The secret to success in this business is to continuously sign distributors every single month. I was talking to a girl today about her chart. She's like, this is all I need in volume. I said, yes, that's what you need in volume for your promotion. Make it happen, get it done. But if you do not start to bring in new distributors every single month, you will fall back. That's just the facts. Okay? Because one person cannot build a business all by themselves. In order to scale, you must grow a team. That's just the facts. Okay? So my secret to this business is not that I'm a mass enroller. It's not that I'm anything special, but I will consistently sign distributors every month. Sometimes I sign 6 or 7, sometimes I sign 15, but my average sweet spot is 10. Okay? If you only sign 1 DT a month, that's only 12 a year. Do you think you can grow a sustainable business that way? I don't think so. If you're looking for extra side cash, absolutely. That's amazing. Earn some 400 friends, go Ruby after a few months, make it happen. But like if you want to continuously grow a business, like you need to continuously be growing your team. Okay. So does all of that make sense? Drop a 3 if that makes sense. If you guys have any questions about that, please ask. And I hope you guys are taking notes because I know this is it's a lot of random things, but it's just necessary for you guys to understand to treat this like a business, okay? All right, let's talk about asking for the sale. I talked about this on a live or something the other day too, but I see so many people just scared to ask for the sale, you guys. So I'm going to share with you a couple phrases that I use. Okay. And if you guys, I know y'all have them too, put them in the chat. Okay. So some phrases that I use. Are you ready to get started? Can we get you going now with this discount? Okay. So if it's number one, if you can do things through voice message, 10 out of 10, you're going to get better results. So I will literally voice message someone oftentimes and I will say, listen, Liza, I know I've followed up with you 18 times. I know you said you still want to do this, and I know deep down you're scared. You have to call out the elephant in the room. If you just follow up anytime there's a free smoothie, if you just follow up, hey girl, ready to get started, you're never going to sign them. You need to make a connection with them. You need to say, hey, Liza, listen, you said you wanted to do this. You haven't responded back to me the last 3 times. Number one, do you still want to do this with me? Number two, if you are scared, if something is holding you back, please tell me so I can walk you through it, because I know how scary it can be to start a new business and to be that girl. But you told me that you're going to lose your job in a month because your company is doing layoffs. What are you going to do then? I know this is scary, but that's scarier. Like, you are the salesman. You are selling yourself. You are selling your opportunity. Just the way you sell your products, you're selling your opportunity. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see there's some goodies in the chat. Oh yeah, girl, that's normal. It's not, I mean, here's the thing, okay? So one thing that sometimes when and I'm gonna keep doing this in the sale. So there's times where I begin to compare myself because I'm just freaking human. Like I said, it doesn't get any easier. It's actually harder because the pool gets smaller and you're trying to stay there, right? I'm like, ah, right? And the problem is that as you start to rise, you start to take your focus off of your prize, okay? But here's the thing. If in the chat someone said, they said, I've had a slow start. Has anyone had a slow start? Let me ask you this. If everybody said, nope, none of us have had a slow start, we've all been killing it since day one, how would that make you feel? I mean, really, how would that make you feel? If everybody says, yes, every single one of us have had a slow start. None of us signed our first customer in 3 months. How would that make you feel? Those are the 2 questions Erin asked me when I compare myself. And here's the thing. You just want to make yourself feel better about where you're at, but it doesn't change where you're at. That's it. That's the facts. Okay? When I compare myself, it doesn't do anything good. So these are the 2 scenarios. Either everyone else is doing worse than you, so you feel good about where you're at all of a sudden, or everyone else is doing better than you and you feel worse. But really, if everyone was doing, quote, better than you, wouldn't that be good that you're in a good sign that you're in like an awesome room? But then it would be self-reflection. So I want you guys to stop worrying about anyone else's race and run your own. Because there was a time where I said, I can't be even a triple. Like, I can't be a triple diamond. There's so many freaking triple diamonds. All of the people who want to be a part of It Works have joined. And just so you guys know, this was like 8 years ago. And I was like, everybody's already joined. Everybody already knows about It Works. All my friends have tried wraps. Like, the girls up there, the way they talk, I don't talk like that. The way they lead, I don't lead like that. The way they sign, I don't sign like that. Like, I don't sign like that, okay? And what I realize is that that's not my race. Run your own race, Christy. There's enough people for you. Okay. There's enough people for you to become customers and distributors. And I'll take it even further and say there are actually specific people for you. I believe that Liza couldn't be led by anyone except for me. Right, Liza? Right? Like we connect, we understand each other, right? I know when to push her. I know when to not push her, right? It's the same thing for Eden leading Destiny and Brooklyn. Like it's just the same way. It's the same way for Evelyn, for Savannah. It's the same way for anyone who even has one distributor. I believe that the people who are supposed to be with you, they will be with you. Okay. But if you don't do the work, you are never going to bridge that gap to actually sign them. All right. So stop worrying about if anyone else is doing worse or better, and you set your own goal. I told one of my girls the other day, I'm like, listen, you're looking at this whole chart and I'm super proud of you. You need that chart out. You need to know what, but just go sign one person today. Just go sign one person today. Stop worrying about the whole freaking, oh, you didn't realize that. Oh, she did sign with you. Okay, yeah. But like, stop worrying about the whole staircase. You have to, I need the staircase out. My staircases are out, okay? We got our staircases. These are my staircases. But today I'm going to sign one customer. One customer, okay? All right, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to not look at the chat. Actually, I'm going to look at the chat because I'm going to move. All right, so guys, you signed one distributor. You got to sign another one. 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 Rachel doesn't want to work. All right. Destiny doesn't want to work. I'll sign another one. Courtney, sign another one. Sign another one. Sign another one. Sign another one. We need to toughen up. Okay? You need to build that backbone and understand that this is a business. One person is not going to make or break your business, first of all. I have had a presidential diamond. If you guys don't know what that is, that's the second highest rank in the company. Quit the business. She was like, no, I'm done. I don't do it anymore. You'd be like, what? That doesn't even make sense. It does not make sense. She has two fatty legs under her. She'd be making baller money. She don't want to do it anymore. You know what I did? I went and signed another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, because my goals don't change, okay? That's just the facts. People, you're not going to get 10 out of 10. That's why I said if you sign one distributor a month, I can't guarantee that your business is ever going to get past that threshold. Like, you have to treat it like a business, and what other people say or do doesn't make or break you. When Destiny says, yeah, let's go, baby, and I say, got me an ace, let's go. It's a deck of cards. You got your deck of cards and you're flipping over. You might get the ace first. I know people who got their ace first. You guys, I got Eliana. I signed her literally like a few months after I went diamond. I feel like that's pretty freaking soon, right? But you know what? I flipped a lot of 8s and 7s and 2s and 3s before her, okay? And I would say I find an average of 2 future triples and up a year. Some years it's been more and some years it's been less, okay? But you need the people who want $50 a month. You need the people who want to sign one customer a month. You need the people who want to just use the products and share about them. You need the people who want to make 500, and you need the people who want to make this a full-time business. But here's the thing. You have to flip the aces to find all of those, okay? All right, let's see. Okay, so we're kind of still focusing on asking for the sale. So I kind of told you guys about with distributors. So I'm going to challenge you guys for every single conversation and follow-up that you do for distributors this week, do it through voice message and call out the elephant. call out the elephant and do it through voice message. Because your simple posts that say, and I'm not hating on it because they do work, but if the only post you do is work from home positions, no one's going to join you. They know what you're doing. You guys, this is social media. Everybody's doing it. Those posts do work, but you know why they work? They work for the people that have an actual business post before or after, and they can scroll through and they could say, this is what she does. This is what she's talking about, right? This is her story, okay? But if you simply are posting, join my team, and then following up, hey, Crystal, ready to get started? Nope. Okay. Talk to you next week, Crystal. Crystal, there's a free smoothie. Nope, not ready. All right, Crystal, talk to you next month, right? Y'all know you do that sometimes. You're doing it just to do it. I would actually challenge you guys to do less and be more intentional with it, and you'll get better results. Hey, Crystal, listen, I know you weren't ready last week, but like, I know you're going to be amazing at this. Is there something that's holding you back from actually joining with me? Because I want to help you start to make some cash before Christmas, because I know you said that you needed help paying for Christmas. And end in a question. What's holding you back? Okay. So the reason why I'm not typing these out is because people are like, send me the script. No, just talk to them. Have a conversation. You need to do it through voice message or they're never going to join with you. Okay? But I'm being honest in saying that if you do this less instead of the other one more, you're going to get more out of it. I promise you. And then if you do that more, oh, you're going to like turn into an ambassador. I'm just looking at the chats. Okay. All right. So I think this is what I meant by this. All right. So I'm gonna go through some random tips. Okay. So this is a super random tip, you guys. If you make a post and you get 0 likes or comments on it, and this is with you getting likes and comments on other stuff, okay? If you get likes and comments on other stuff that's not business related, and then you get nothing on like a giveaway post, delete it and repost it later. That's a very simple tip. Don't sit on it. If it does nothing, delete it and repost it, okay? The second thing is make sure that you guys are doing something to grow your network. People forget about this. They say, why am I not signing? I'm messaging. I'm messaging for HAP every single day. I'm messaging, I'm doing my follow-ups every single day. I'm posting every single day. But here's what I want you guys to know is that the 76 people on here right now are not going to be the 76 people that are going to get this team to number 1. The 76 needs to turn into 150. Needs to turn into 200, needs to turn into 250, okay? It's the same thing with your network. You have a classroom, right? You got a classroom and pretend like you couldn't marry anyone outside of that classroom. Like that's literally your classroom. You got 25, 30 kids. That's it. Your pool is not large, all right? You got small choices. You got a few cute guys. You're like, all right, any, mini, miny, mo, boom, done. That's it. Party's over. What do you think your success rate is going to be, right? If you only dated people from your own classroom. No, you got to start dating people outside of there, meaning you need to grow your network. I grow my network a few ways, but you need to start actually tracking it. Write down. Everyone go right now. How many Facebook friends do you have? Put it in the chat. How many Facebook friends do you have? How many Instagram followers do you have? And how many TikTok, if you have TikTok, if you don't have TikTok, it's fine. How many TikTok followers do you have? Put it in the chat. Oh, get it, Donna. Okay, get it, girl. 5,000. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I am going to challenge you guys to grow this number every day. Yes, every day. If you have 200 Facebook friends tomorrow, you need to have 201. If you have 1,000 Instagram followers tomorrow, you need to have 1,001. Very simple ways that we're going to do that. is you're going to do reels. Okay. There has been times where I stopped talking about reels because I know some people are scared of camera. And you know what? I know host to post works. It freaking does. But let me just tell you one thing. If you can start to do one reel a day, Facebook, Instagram, and put it on TikTok, I'm just telling you, your network is going to grow. Who wants to be, raise your hand if you want to enroll like Destiny. Raise your hand if you want to enroll like Eliana, like Savannah. Raise your hand. Raise it, right? Let's raise it. Raise the roofs, okay? It's because they're network. Destiny's putting in the chat. She's like, gummies post, gummy she, like customer from the gummies post. Her gummies post has 800 million comments. Not because she's pretty, but because she has the followers. She's pretty too, but because she has the followers, you guys. It's not that people hate you. It's not the people that don't want your products. It's not that they don't want to join your business. It's that you just don't have enough people looking at you. If you have the same 3 likes on your posts, that is the secret sauce that's going to grow you. Guaranteed. I have a few girls I can think of right now that are so freaking awesome, amazing at consistently messaging, perhaps. They're amazing at follow-up, and they're amazing at posts and like making, content, stories, whatever. But one thing is that if you go to their Facebook or their Instagram, they have 0 likes, they have 0 comments, even on stuff that's not business related. That's your secret. Everybody's watching, right? It's the same thing if you look at your Instagram reels. I'll get like 50 likes on a post, but then I have like 5,000 views on a reel. How many of you guys have ever scrolled, saw a picture that was really cute, and then kept scrolling? You never even liked it or commented on it. That's just normal. So get out of your head with that. But if your network is not growing, people are not actually going to see that. Okay. So I do reels to grow my network. I do HAP 2.0, meaning you give them the giveaway to grow my network. And then I'll just simply add people on Facebook. Okay. I just simply add people on Facebook. Instagram, you can't really grow your network unless you do reels and use a few hashtags. Okay. With that being said, though, I want to make sure that you guys know that if you look at my page, I do interactive posts that I know people are going to comment on that are not business or product related because it boosts. Okay, so there's something called Facebook and Instagram algorithm. I try not to get too wrapped up in it. But what I want you guys to know is if you do like every day or every other day, like something that's related to you. So maybe I know this girl Rachel Needs, she has this like Bible book thingy that every single day she posts that page on her Facebook. So people literally follow her for that because it's inspirational. She didn't write it. It's just she goes, I don't know, Bible of the day or whatever it's called, and then puts that. And people go there for that specific thing. I like to post funny memes and random things because that's just me, right? And so people interact more on that. I post when my kids do simple, funny stuff. I literally have a list in my phone of stuff that my kids have said, done, husband has said, done. What is wrong with you, Liza? She's like cracking me up. But I have a simple thing in my notes in my phone that's literally real ideas, like reels ideas, and then simple, just funny things that I can post that I know people will interact on. If you go look, I literally posted something that Emma said today that was super freaking funny. Okay, she said she wanted coupons for eggs and she wanted coupons for cleaning, meaning she wanted for Christmas us to give her coupons that she doesn't have to eat eggs for breakfast because we literally give them eggs for breakfast every single day. I'm like, you'll thank me later, okay? And then yesterday, I did our Sunday picture. Instead of doing business words, I did non-business words, and that got 55 likes. And the funny thing Emma said got 30 likes, okay? My last, one of my last business posts, you guys, it's got less than half that, okay? But you know what? People are watching. They're paying attention, Okay? They're paying attention, but you have to do the other stuff mixed in so that they're willing to keep following you and watching you. If you go to your page, I want you to say, would I join me? Would I join me? Am I exciting? Am I inspirational? Have I shared my goals? Would I join me? And then if there's no, let me look at the chat really quick. Love it. Reels have taken me from 6,000 to 10,000 on Facebook alone. I've posted 2 TikToks a minimum a day for 30 days. That's amazing. That is so freaking awesome, Donna. Okay, so I'm gonna finish on that, but there is something I wanted to finish on, and Destiny actually said it on our call. And if anyone has any questions, you can put it in the chat. But she said, and it's this quote, if my team did what I did today, would we grow? And I was like, oh, shiz, bro. Because that's what I say to myself in my head. And I was like, that's a bomb. That's a bomb, a mic, whatever you're trying to drop right now, it's that, okay? If my team did what I did today, would we grow? And I'll even take it so far as to say, if my future team did what I did today, would we grow? Because you might be new. You might not have anyone on your team yet. But you are going to attract exactly what you are. Right? If my team or my future team did what I did today, would we grow? And if the answer is no, what do you think you need to do tomorrow? You need to do more. You need to work your business consistently. And there's a really good book. It's called Atomic Habits. It's one of my favorites. If you have kind of a harder time finding the discipline to work this business, that's a great book. But I'm gonna go so far as to say that you just don't want it bad enough. Sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay? That's just it. You're not hungry enough. If you are not working your business, you're just not hungry enough. Your goal doesn't make you excited and it doesn't make you cry. If your goal doesn't make you excited or cry or feel some sort of emotion, whatever emotion you want to feel, if it doesn't make you feel an emotion, then it's either not big enough or it's the wrong one. Don't pick a goal that you think I would go for. If you don't want a dream home, don't choose a dream home. If you don't want Eliana's beach house, don't choose Eliana's beach house, right? If you don't want to become a stay-at-home mom, don't friggin' put it on there. Like, nobody wants you to do anything you don't want to do. It has to be your goal. It has to make sense to you. Just because a whole bunch of us quit our day jobs and are doing this now doesn't mean you have to quit your day job. I mean, look at Evelyn. She literally is a presidential diamond, I think she was top 50 this last year. And she literally worked her corporate job up until just a few months ago, right? So what I'm trying to, and she turned her income into investments and properties and bought her dad a house and had otherwise. So your why, your goal has to make you emotional. Don't choose it because of me or because of anyone else on here, okay? So if you're not being disciplined in this, I dare you to try and figure out what you actually truly want, right? What you actually truly want the income for. And when you can figure that out, that's what's going to wake you up in the morning. That's what's going to excite you. Maybe your heart is just like so big and you're like, actually, I don't even care about the money. I just want to have lots of friends and have parties and help people pay off their debt and help people change their lives. Don't say that because I just said it, right? Like, it has to be something that moves you, okay? But I am a big believer that if we don't have at least a little part of us that is focused on each other, then we will only get so far, okay? Because this is a team building business, and I've seen people work this business selfishly And unfortunately, they only get to a certain point, and sometimes they get to that certain point by themselves. And I'm going to tell you, it's so much more fun to get to a certain point with a lot of awesome people making a lot of awesome money with you. It's so much more fun getting those phone calls, right? I shared it like a couple weeks ago or on our Diamond Academy call, like when Eliana called me and she's like, oh my gosh, I hit my $65,000 a month goal. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. And we celebrated for her. And then I was like, guess what? I hit my goal. And then it was just like amazing, right? Like it's everything you see in the movies where you're freaking excited, but you're not going home sad because you're by yourself. You're doing it with your besties, and it's so much fun. So love you guys. I know it was a little sporadic, a little random, but this is just some business things that we need to start treating this business like a business. And I'm going to leave you guys on one last thing. I was at Chick-fil-A today, and I thought, you know what? If you guys didn't know, in the Make It Happen Boards app, there is customer follow-up, customer service scripts, okay? I want to be the Chick-fil-A of network marketing. I decided that today. I want our team to be the Chick-fil-A of network marketing. I want our team to be the Chick-fil-A of It Works. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Yeah. What is Chick-fil-A known for? They are friendly, they have the bombest customer service, and they always not show up, but like they always like, what's the word? Can't think of it. Like they just have the best customer service, they have the best attitudes, right? They are focused, they are disciplined, they have systems, and I was like, I want to be freaking Chick-fil-A, right? So what are we going to do every day? We're going to get up our 10 hacks, we're going to do our reels, we're going to do our follow-ups, and we're going to be the best customer service people ever, and we're going to have people be like, wow, that team, like, they are freaking amazing with their customer service. They're like Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay, so that's what I want for us. We are going to be Chick-fil-A. That's my life goal. Okay, so all right, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing night, and I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bye.